What's up, Internet? Can you see my head? What's up, Internet? I'm Austin at Bee-Leaf Microgreens, and today I'm going to show you how to plant your own sunflower microgreens right at home, just the way that we do it. Starting out, we got some sunflower seeds here. I use 4.5 ounces of dry sunflower seeds per 10 by 20 tray. And first thing I do is soak them with warm water. So I take my spray, this is hooked up to some warm tap water, and I just spray them down. I have them in this bin. The top bin has some holes in it, and then the bottom bin catches it. I've already been soaking these for about 3 hours. So the first time, I just spray it down with nice warm water, and this gives it a nice rinse. So I just keep spraying until the water fills all the way up to here, past the seeds, and gives it a nice rinse. Like I said, I've already been soaking these for a couple hours, so this will be the final rinse. For you, you're going to do one rinse, and then a couple hours later, you're going to do one more rinse with warm to hot water. All right, as you can see, well, the water in here is looking pretty clean. That's how you want it. That's how I like it. So I got sunflower seeds soaking. I'm gonna drain this water, and I'll show you what we do next. For growing media, we use the Pure Grown Organic Certified Hemp Mats. And all I do is plop one of these in each one of the trays. And just spray down the tops of each one. I use hot water just in case there's any bacteria on there. It theoretically will kill it. And then it keeps the mat nice and warm to kind of help stimulate that germination process. So I go along and I spray every single one on one side, and then I'm going to flip them and then spray the other side. Usually I do this when I'm just all in one line, but for the sake of the camera angle and filming this, I'm doing them like this. But usually I just have it all in line. That way it's a little faster. Okay, so I just sprayed the tops of all these. Now I'm just gonna flip them and spray the other side. Now the exact amount of water doesn't really matter. Just make sure you get them nice and wet, especially for the sunflower seeds. They tend to like a lot of water. You don't want to overdo it, but we're going to spray these down nice and good, and then we're going to drain the excess off in a minute. So you don't have to worry about spraying too much. You just want to make sure that you don't have any dry spots. Yeah, I recommend doing this on the floor. It's a little easier, a little more ergonomic, but you know, for the video, for you guys, I'm gonna do it like this. All right, I got all this excess tray water drained out. You can see it's a nice brown color. It's not dirty or anything. It's just the natural hemp fibers, or the natural hemp color. Now it's time for my favorite part. We're just gonna seed the hemp mats with the sunflower seed. What I do is I just take a nice big handful and I put 2 handfuls on each tray, and then I just spread them all around evenly. So I just wash my hands, and here we go. Okay, so just 2 handfuls apiece was just the right amount for to get everything that I had in my bin that was weighed out. So it was 4.5 ounces of dry sunflower seeds per tray, and then you soak them for about 3 hours in warm water. All right, so once I got the 2 scoops, or the 2 handfuls on the mat, I go ahead, just take my hand, I spread it around the mat like this, just get a nice even spacing. Try not to get too many standing on top of each other. But it's possible to be too picky about this. You can definitely spend too much time when you're trying to plant a lot of these like me, or get out of here before midnight like me. You know, you don't take too long with it, but usually you want it to look something like that. Okay, so the seeds are all spread around. I'm just gonna put this on a fine mist. And I just spray for about 15 seconds per tray, I think. Just until the seeds are all nice and wet. Now remember, this is my filtered water with lemon juice to lower the pH to between 6 and 6.5 pH. So I spray all my seeds down just like that, get them nice and wet, but try not to have it too wet to where it's dripping down or it's sloshing around in the bottom of the tray. After the trays are misted with filtered water, after the trays are misted with filtered water, I hit it with the after the trays are misted with filtered water, I hit them with the hydrogen peroxide. This cuts down on mold and any bacterial or fungal infections that the seeds might have, so it keeps them nice and clean, and then it also gives the seeds a little bit more oxygen. So I use basically just 3% hydrogen peroxide that you can find at any pharmacy. Pour that into a misting bottle and just give it a few squirts. Got them sanitized with the hydrogen peroxide. All that's left to do now is to stack them on top of each other. I like to do three deep. Stack them like that. I'll take two empty trays and just put them on top like this. And I let those sit for about 2 days. You'll see that they'll start to push the trays up, and that means they're growing. If you want to take the tops off and mist them, that way they get some extra water throughout the couple days of germinating. That's okay to do. And then after 3 days, you're going to want to put them under the light or in front of a window. Okay, so after about 7 to 8 days, your sunflowers should look something like this. I'm going to harvest these guys tomorrow afternoon, and then they're going to go to the farmer's market the very next day. Now, if you appreciate this video and you were able to learn something and you want to see more, don't forget to hit that subscribe button.